probably heard it before. You can't learn a language fluently after puberty. Or maybe more dramatically, it's too late for you to learn English, Spanish, French. These warnings come from the critical period hypothesis, or CPH, a theory in linguistics suggesting there is a biologically determined window in childhood during which the brain is uniquely primed to acquire a language. But what does neuroscience actually say about this? Spoiler, it's more nuanced than too late or impossible. The critical period hypothesis was first proposed in the 1960s by a linguist named Eric Lenneberg. He said that humans have a special window of time from birth until puberty when the brain is especially good at learning languages. After that period, learning supposedly becomes more difficult, especially pronunciation and grammar. That's why many people believe that if you don't learn a language as a child, you'll never speak it fluently. But modern science shows this is not true. Your brain can learn at any age, it just learns differently. When we are young, our brains are very flexible. Scientists call this flexibility plasticity. It means that children's brains can easily create and change connections between neurons. This helps them learn sounds, grammar, and rhythm naturally. Children don't need to study language rules or memorize vocabulary lists. They learn simply by listening and imitating. That's why children can grow up speaking 2 or 3 languages without effort. As we get older, the brain becomes less flexible. It doesn't mean it stops learning. It just uses another method. Adults usually learn more consciously. They study grammar rules, repeat words, and memorize phrases. Their learning is more logical and intentional. This difference explains why adults often have a foreign accent or make small grammar mistakes. But it doesn't mean they can't become fluent. The adult brain can still learn. It just needs practice, attention, and motivation. Many studies confirm that adults can learn grammar, vocabulary, and even pronunciation to a high level. The main difference is that adults use other areas of the brain than children. Children learn languages through imitation and feeling, while adults use the thinking parts of the brain, responsible for logic, memory, and planning. This means adults can compensate for the loss of flexibility by using strategy, discipline, and focus. The critical period hypothesis highlights a biological advantage for early language learning, but it does not make learning after puberty impossible. Adults may face different challenges, but the brain is far from rigid. With consistent practice, motivation, and smart strategies, it's very possible to reach high level of fluency even decades after childhood. If you've ever felt it's too late to learn a language, science says otherwise. Your brain can still learn, adapt, and surprise you.